So, you bought a car through Santander Bank. You had a Santander auto loan and had your car repossessed? Let's talk about that. Hey, this is George from NoMorePoorCreditScore.com. Today we're going to talk about the Santander auto loan court settlement, but we're going to focus on the repossession. Last video, I described the benefits of the Santander court settlement, but let's recap what they were. Okay, here it is again. Now, as you can see, Santander agreed to pay $65 million in restitution to subprime customers, people who defaulted on loans between January 1st, 2010 and December 31st, 2019. That's one benefit. The next one is that consumers who defaulted on their loans and haven't yet had their car repossessed as of December 31st, 2019, will be given the titles to their vehicles and have the balance on their loans forgiven, totaling up to $45 million. Wow. Defaulted on your loans but have not yet had their cars repossessed will be given the titles to their vehicles. So you just get a free car, basically. That's great. Beautiful. And next, people who have had their cars repossessed will also get their balance forgiven up to $433 million. Say that again. People who have had their cars repossessed will also get balance forgiveness up to $433 million. That's great. So if you had your car repossessed, you'll get that balance, whatever that's left that you owe, wiped away. You're forgiven. But here is something I want to focus on right here, is that Santander has also agreed to help repair consumer credit reports that were damaged by its alleged practices. So what that's saying is that for everyone who's had these issues with Santander Auto Loan, everybody that's had their credit damaged from these loans, from the repos, from the defaults on their loans that haven't been paying their car payments, Santander is going to help repair your credit reports. And that is huge. That is huge. Because these repossessions are horrible. I mean, that's something you do not want to have on your credit report. Trust me. But remember, this court settlement is not for the entire country. This court settlement only goes to 33, 34 states in the country. So what if your state is not included in this court settlement? Well, let's go see what states are included in the court settlement. Okay, Santander court settlement states. They are Maryland, D.C., Virginia, New York, New Jersey, Illinois, California, Washington, Arizona, Oregon, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, Arkansas, New Hampshire, New Mexico, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Rhode Island, Utah, and Wyoming. Now, like I said before, what if the state that you reside in is not included in the court settlement? How will you get that repo off your credit report? Repos can stay on your credit report for 7 years. A repo can send your credit score plummeting down hard like a rock. I mean, you will suffer a credit score decrease of up to 100 points. Nobody wants that. Now, it's my guess that if you were dealing with Santander Bank in the first place, being that Santander is primarily a subprime auto loan dealer, I would say that you probably went into this with a credit score that wasn't too high in the first place. You probably had a credit score maybe in the low sixes. It's just my guess. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But the whole reason why Santander has a lawsuit is because they were accused for predatory lending. They were giving auto loans to people who they knew full well had a high chance of not paying these loans back. People with lower credit scores. So if you just happen to be one of those people that had a low or fair credit score, if you suffered a repossession on your credit report of 100 points, you may have went down to about 400, 450, and wow, that's terrible. That's why Santander is in the position that they're in. It's not right, and I hope everybody gets what they deserves out of this lawsuit. But anyway, how can you fix it if your state is not included in the settlement? What can you do? Well, here's one thing you can do. You can dispute the negative repossession of your credit report with the credit bureaus by sending a letter to each of the credit bureaus saying that Santander had been brought up for charges for predatory lending and you were included. It just so happens that your state wasn't included to get any benefits from the settlement. So the maybe the bureaus will have some sympathy for you. They'll read it. They'll understand that it's true. They do their research. They understand that Santander had a court loan settlement. Unfortunately, you could not benefit because your state was not included, and the bureaus may rule in your favor and wipe off that repo. That'd be nice. Or, well, I shouldn't say or because what I'm about to say you should be doing anyway. Being that your credit is not where you would want it to be anyway, you should be actively trying to repair your credit and increase your credit score. How can you do that? I can help you. Go ahead and click the link in the description below this video. I have some great tips for improving your credit that you can use right away. You can take these tips and get started on improving your credit and bringing up that credit score. Okay? Don't let this Santander fiasco ruin your credit. If you're not in one of those states that I mentioned a little while ago in this video, you need help in getting that repo off your credit, or whatever it is off your credit that you suffered from your Santander loan, whether it be late payments, missed payments, whatever it is. Whatever is a negative item that you have on your credit report from dealing with this loan, here's your chance to make it right. Go ahead and click the link in the description below. It's free of charge. Take these tips and get on to the next level with your credit. Until next video, I'll see you later. I hope you're doing what you need to do to improve your credit. Leave a comment below and tell me how this Santander situation affected you. Tell us your credit scores as of now. Let us know if you have a repossession on your credit report. And tell me how, matter of fact, after you get the report, my free report, from clicking the link below in the description, let everybody know how good the tips are. Let everyone know that these tips actually can help you. Because I'm saying it, you may not believe me. So if you go and leave a comment and let everybody else know that these tips are actually legit and they can actually work, everybody else will know that they are the truth. Okay? Because these tips work. Trust me. I've used them. That's why I'm passing the information on to you. Okay? So please, I can't stress this enough. Do what you have to do to get your credit to the next level. It means a lot. Okay? So until next video, I'll see you later. Be safe out there.